Okay, welcome back. So this is the end of the day, and we've got a great panel discussion today about PPC. I'm Norm Farrar, aka the Beard Guy, and my co-host is Mikkel Chapnick. Hey, Mikkel.
Hello. Yeah, that was a long day with so many good sessions. You guys, you can come to the Facebook page, eCom Power Summit, and ask some questions. We're gonna make sure, all the speakers can respond. So any question you have, you can put in the comments, or just wherever you want to send it to us. We will be happy to get feedbacks, comments, questions. And yeah, now we have you guys have a chance to actually ask a lot of things live. So we are here for you.
I have one question.
What?
How can you take out a liquid and as you're drinking it, turn to ice? Just a question. My Coke is turning to ice, and it's not in a free. This was a liquid, and it's turning to ice as I'm drinking it.
How that's possible?
I have I don't know. But anyways, that's a problem for another day. But it's just kind of crazy that it's doing that. But yeah. Okay, so we've got a really great guest today to wrap up the day live, and Jake Eberly from Quartile. And I've done lots of business with Quartile. They're a great company. But what I didn't know until I got an email from them, I think it was 2 weeks ago, that they were involved with Walmart. Did you know they were involved with Walmart?
Me? Okay. No. I know Quartile for a while. I know they're big. But no, I was not kind of sure they were doing Walmart, but this is good news.
Yeah. Do you know how many brands that Quartile manages?
I'm sure thousands.
5,500 plus.
55. Wow.
Yeah. So anyways, let's get to it.
Yes.
Let's get Jake on live. I don't know if we can share it, or I'm not sure how.
Yeah, he's here. Hi, Jake.
I'm here. Hey guys, how are you? Everyone hear me okay?
Oh, there we go.
Here you
How's it going, Jake?
It is going great. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to participate. I'm excited to talk a little bit about Walmart advertising, answer some questions, and be a resource to you here.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining, and a big thank you because you guys are one of our sponsors. So big thank you. Because all of our sponsors, we could have this summit, and we are all here. So I know you have presentation, so we're gonna let you start presenting, and we're gonna take some questions after that.
I just got a question for you, Jake. What made you guys get into Walmart?
Yeah, it's a great question. And is everyone seeing my screen okay here?
Yeah,
perfect. Yeah.
Beautiful. It's a great question. So like I said, let me take a step back. My name's Jake Eberly. I am the VP of Customer Growth at Quartile. I've been here about 7 years now. And really within my role, it's to strategize with our account management team, our sales team, and our product team to make sure the services that we're providing and creating for our clients match what their needs are. So when you ask why did Quartile do Walmart? Well, there's a couple of reasons just in general about Walmart that I'm going to point out in this presentation that are excellent opportunities for brands and retailers to create their presence and drive revenue and do everything that they would want to do in a marketplace that might be around a little bit longer like Amazon, but has a little bit more growth opportunities, a little bit more potential with less competition that they have to deal with. So considering the similarities and honestly the success Quartile has had over the years in Amazon, the similarities between Amazon and Walmart from an advertising perspective, it was a no-brainer for us to take a look at Walmart Connect as well.
Very good.
Awesome. So going to take a little bit of time, talk about some best practices and opportunity for Walmart. We covered this a little at the beginning, but just before I already introduced myself, the company I represent is Quartile.
Jake?
Yes.
I don't know if you have two monitors, but right now we're seeing the monitor with the slide and the next slide coming and a message there we go.
Well, that's not what we want. Hold on. Let me put this in presenter mode real quick here. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Take this off screen share. Stop screen.
While we wait, Mikkel usually sings.
Oh, I like that.
Because I don't know if somebody know, but I have a bird that I'm watching for a while, and he never sing in the past, and now he starts singing. I guess I don't know this, that I sometimes sing, and now he's singing all day. So
Well, hopefully I was quick enough for Mikkel not to have to sing.
Oh, okay, there we go.
thank you. You saved me.
But like I was saying, Quartile, we are the largest e-commerce advertising platform out there. As Norm was saying, we work with about 5,500 different brands connected. We manage over $2 billion in annual ad spend across these different channels. Quartile is probably most well known for our efforts and our service over on the Amazon side of things. But as Norm found out 2 weeks ago, and as people may be listening and finding out now, we also do Walmart, Bing, Google, Instacart, Meta ads. So obviously today we're going to be talking about the Walmart efforts, but just to put a little bit in perspective, Quartile has vast services across different PPC, both marketplaces and direct-to-consumer channels to be able to provide best-in-class technology to our customers.
Okay, very good.
Excellent. So what do we need to know about Walmart, right? Where is this opportunity? Why are people talking about Walmart? I think it helps to put in perspective the e-commerce landscape as we're ending 2023 and getting into 2024. You can see that the revenue for 2023 is up about 10%. This is expected to exceed $600 billion by 2027. And most importantly, for this time of year, I think over half of consumers are going to be starting their shopping for the holidays before the calendar turns November. Obviously, today is one of Amazon's Prime Day that almost kicks it off. But now is a really important time for brands to make sure they have the right allocation of resources to the channels that they're advertising in to give them the correct presence to acquire the customers they need and the revenue that they need to finish out 2023 strong and hit the revenue goals that they have. Speaking more specifically about Walmart, the growth here and the potential, as I mentioned at the beginning, is tremendous for brands to be able to take advantage of, because Walmart is a newer PPC channel for brands to be able to advertise in. As such, they're still grabbing more of the market share. You can see with searches in 2022 in Q1 compared to 2023 in Q1, Walmart's efforts grew. So they're acquiring this market share. There are customers that are coming there that are putting in more searches into their marketplace and growing faster this year than any other, right? And one of the reasons for this is that Walmart has the really incredible stat that 90% of Americans live within 10 miles of a Walmart store. So when you think about a brand that might have some in-store presence with Walmart, the ability for customers to come in and do in-store returns or fulfillment by Walmart services to help drive growth is really key here and offers a benefit that not a lot of other marketing channels are able to offer. And it's a really big differentiator for Walmart itself in terms of where it puts itself in the marketplace.
I think once they get that going, they've only got it in this whole, it's the fulfillment centers that amaze me right now, where they're going to have these mini fulfillment centers. I think there's only 2 available right now, but they're planning on building it all out. Maybe there's more, but I know at the beginning of the year, it was just 2.
Yeah, exactly. They're investing more. They're growing that more to build out that model. So I think we're just kind of seeing the tip of the iceberg in terms of what Walmart has to offer from that perspective. But it really is a key differentiator when you're talking about how does Walmart stack up to other marketplaces out there. The ability for 90% of customers to be within 10% of a physical location is key.
Very good.
And just another stat to help understand, like, okay, Amazon, we know about the benefits of Amazon. Amazon is great for a lot of different reasons, but it has become saturated over time. There is a lot of competition in this space. When you look at it, there's about 20% of the sellers on Walmart that are on Amazon. So what this means is significantly less competition, significantly less CPCs, so that you're able to more efficiently acquire customers and grow that revenue that you're adopting there. So it's a really great place to help diversify outside of other marketplaces or direct-to-consumer channels that you're investing in, to help gain an advantage over your competition. And then I think my last thought on Walmart is that when we just talk about the e-commerce sales in particular, year over year, they're growing at almost 12%. That's the top among all the competitors. And as those growth numbers come in year over year, Walmart's also responsible for over 6% of the total online sales, which make it the second biggest e-retailer in the United States. So if we're talking about where should brands be investing money if they want to diversify in a less competitive marketplace that is growing at a very, very high clip, the highest out of any competitor in the space, Walmart is the place to be doing it. So now that we covered that, I think a really good transition, Norm, is to talk a little bit about some best practices. How do you go about tackling this landscape and what that looks like? But I didn't know.
Could I ask a question, Jake?
Absolutely.
Before we get into best practices. So you're talking about the growth rate. So just to confirm, it's the fastest, it's number 2 right now behind Amazon, but it's the fastest growing of the e-commerce platforms. Is that
exactly
correct?
In terms of acquiring market share? Exactly.
Okay.
And it's like that from 2020. Is in 2020, because of COVID, they grew 97%. That was like insane. And since then, they don't stop.
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to have that 97% growth year over year, but I think double digits growth is something that Walmart will certainly take in their back pocket if they could have that each year.
Yeah.
Excellent. So before we get into best practice, I want to talk a little bit also about what Walmart is investing to make this a better and more attractive place for retailers to be able to advertise. And one is just the interface itself. They've gone towards the more mobile-centric, engaging, looking for inspiration and discovery, rather than their more traditional interface that they had in the past. They're also giving the ability to build out the brand's own storefront, so brands can begin to increase their value and get a little bit more brand recognition on this platform. And in addition to that, they're also opening up more different ad placements when we're talking about just search. So obviously sponsored products is going to be the main component of Walmart PPC, but also you can do sponsored brands, sponsored video campaigns that I'll talk a little bit about some successes we've had with these when we get the best practices. But when we consider the fact that Walmart is growing at the fastest clip, they're investing more with this additional revenue that they're gaining from an advertising standpoint and putting it back into the platform to make it more robust, because it obviously wasn't perfect when it first came out, when it was on the first price auction. Now that they moved to second price auction, they're investing more in the placements, investing more in the interface. It's made for a more user-friendly engagement on there, and thus helping brands be able to sell more as well. So let's talk a little bit about some best practices and what Quartile in particular's approach is. Where we first like to start is doing a bulk campaign. And what a bulk campaign would do is allow us to upload our campaigns to Walmart's interface and group products together by certain commonalities. This could be child SKUs all together with the parent SKU. This could be categories. This could be price points. This could be margin points, whatever differentiator a brand wants to use. Setting up a some bulk campaigns to be able to set those differentiators is key in one aspect, which is aggregating data. You need to understand how your consumers are going to interact on Walmart's interface. We would think that the same products and the same keywords that work in other channels like Amazon are going to work just the same in Walmart, but that's just not the case. So you need to be able to aggregate data quickly. And then once you do, move them to a manual campaign where you're taking a little bit more control over what those bids are, what keywords you're matching to with those different products, and begin to build out the more traditional campaign structure that Quartile is used to, which is the single keyword, single ASIN or single SKU in Walmart's case, campaign type, where we're able to get extremely granular based off of the different keywords that are coming in, because we've aggregated that data through the bulk campaign upload there, to understand what's working, what search terms are converting well, what search terms are being more relevant to different product types or different variants of SKUs that we have uploaded here. And then our technology coming in from a best practice standpoint is key to being able to manage Walmart at scale, right? So being able to do automatic optimizations based off of bid or budget goals that you have, or ACoS goals at different hierarchy levels within the campaign, being able to do daily adjustments from a modifier standpoint, and then all that keyword mining and understanding what to do with that data that you're getting from Walmart's interface is really key to how you go about managing these campaigns. But from a best practices standpoint, I would group the products together in these bulk campaigns by some sort of commonality with that, whatever is the most particular or relevant to a brand that makes the most sense to do. As they collect data, I would then begin to break those out into their own manual campaigns. So you're kind of taking that control out of the bulk campaign's hands, since you know what's working and you know what's not working. and applying own custom bids to that, and then having a technology from an API partner to be able to go in and do this at scale and optimize it on a daily basis is how you're going to get the most value out of your Walmart advertising.
I get this question all the time, like what to expect compared to an Amazon PPC account and a Walmart PPC account. Can you help me? I want to be able to manage people's expectations. So what would you say?
So when you say expect, do you mean from a like a revenue and ROAS standpoint? Do you mean from our search terms and products gonna?
Yeah, it could be proportionate. So sales wise, if you're putting in $1 into Amazon and $1 into Walmart, what are the expectations in a return? And I really know that it's like asking you how long is a piece of string, but I get the question all the time, and I really don't know what to say, because both platforms are different. The niches are different, especially grocery. So if I take a look at something like that, so each PPC, when you have a niche and you're providing PPC, it's going to have different outcomes. But on proportionately, if I was taking one to the other, what percentage would I see? Would it be 10% or 30% of what you would get on Amazon right now? Or do you see it equal?
Yeah, so I would look at it in two different phases. I would look at it in the initial launch and optimization phase. This is going to be a less efficient time from a sales perspective, because the technology and the campaigns just need to be able to collect data so that we understand what's to optimize on. But if we're looking, okay, we're launched, we have everything running, we're firing on all cylinders, what can we expect? Usually from a revenue standpoint, we see accounts gain about 10 to 15% of what they're doing on Amazon from a revenue standpoint. From an investment standpoint and return on ad spend, we see equal, if not better, return on ad spend scores in Walmart once an account is fully optimized. And this is because of a couple of different reasons. Obviously, the CPG space, that might be a little bit more competitive than some other spaces on Walmart, but there are 20% of the sellers on Walmart that there are on Amazon. So your CPCs are naturally going to be lower for the vast majority of industries. So it's going to be able to create opportunity for you to, yes, you might be bidding less on these products, and the ceiling might be there on Walmart in terms of the actual potential that it has to drive up the business, but there is a really good opportunity to get efficient traffic that convert to sales dollars. Usually I would say fully optimized, and like I said, this is written in pencil, not pen, like usually 10 to 15% mark of the average Amazon account.
That's great, because Mikkel and I have been pretty much saying that to everybody that asks us, which is at least once a week.
Glad we're seeing the same things. Excellent. So when we talk about Quartile's approach to this, we are of course an API partner with Walmart to be able to service the needs that you would need from a technology. And Quartile's technology is won an award last year from Amazon for being the scale technology. This year we're in the innovation category, where we're a finalist as well. And it's that same backbone of that technology that we built for Amazon, now applied to Walmart, and just for the nuances. So you're going to be able to get the campaign structure optimization, the product targeting and the keyword targeting capabilities, the bid modifiers, all of that is going to be available. And a huge benefit to a lot of our current customers that, let's say they've been with us for a while and now they want to get into Walmart because they saw the same email that Norm saw that said, hey, Quartile does Walmart, and they're interested. We can take learnings from their Amazon ASINs and apply that and upload it to the Walmart Connect through our portal to help cut down on any ramp up time. Obviously, there's going to be ramp up time when you start out advertising in Walmart Connect. I don't think anyone's going to beat around the bush about that, but the ability to use cross-channel data to make more informed decisions to reduce that time is a really big value add to our customers.
Very good.
Excellent. So Norm, I'm going to transition a little bit over to some successes and some case studies that we've had with clients on Walmart in particular.
Sure.
But before I did that, I didn't know if you or Mikkel had any questions about best practices, tips, Quartile's approach, anything along those lines.
I think you shared such a good information, and if we have someone here that is not on Walmart yet, I think we gave them some good reason to be on Walmart.
Well, I've got a quick question. So Walmart, although it started out very simple, with just like Amazon, by the way, it's progressing the same way. What are some of the different PPC campaigns that you can put up there right now? And then we'll get into that.
Yeah, so there's sponsored product campaigns, there's sponsored brand, there's sponsored video campaigns. There is going to be the storefronts that are going to be available for brands to build out. That's in beta right now. So a couple brands might have access to it already. I don't believe it's GA as of now. Some of the things that I've heard of pain points of Walmart that Walmart is resolving and will be releasing shortly are things along the lines of features that are similar to what a brand might be used to in Amazon. So things like negative keyword targeting, being able to do things like that, where it might not be currently available today in Walmart, but is going to be available in the very short term, is going to be a huge differentiator there. So you have those different sponsored products, sponsored brand, sponsored video. They obviously do have their own DSP that's run through the trade desk. And obviously they're adding on capabilities to their advertising platform on a quarterly basis.
Are you, and I'm sure you are, but the keyword or the catchphrase of the day or catch words of the day, AI. What are you guys doing with AI right now?
Yeah, so it's more of the generative AI where we are leveraging the same type of algorithms that we built on Amazon and applying it to like the algorithmic bid capabilities that we have for Walmart. So we're doing things with AI in that respect. In respects on things like Google, we're doing things to help create ad copy across both Google ads and Meta ads to be able to produce different versions of ad copy depending on the different product categories that we're targeting there. So we're using it in a couple different ways at scale to help drive innovation for our customers.
Very good. Mikkel, you got any questions?
No, I think it was good news because I get this question asked from time to time about the negative keywords. So I'm happy to hear that it will. I'm sure I knew it. Things will happen. Walmart sometimes takes some time because they're really trying to do it good, but it's just like such a positive thing to know. They working on it, so that's good.
Yes, they absolutely are. They've heard the requests. It'll be shortly. I don't have the exact time frame, but I would imagine that it will be in our hands and capabilities very shortly.
Yeah, usually when they tell you they're working on something, they're kind of fast. It's like matter of like a couple months and things happening. The same with the brand store. I know now it's only available for specific seller, but I think really fast it's going to be available to everyone.
Exactly.
All right, let's get on to some case studies.
Yeah, and this is just going to be real quick. We've talked about the growth opportunity in Walmart. We've talked about Walmart's investing more in the platform. We talked about some best practices, how Quartile goes about it, but I just want everyone to know that this isn't just me sitting up here blowing smoke. We have some detailed brands that you might be familiar with that we've driven really good results for on Walmart's platform in particular. This one is with the Women brand. So they do obviously different cleaning products. You're seeing the cooktop one. We took them live in Walmart. They were able to see almost a 250% ad sale increase and averaged over an 8 return on ad spend. This was due to a couple of different things. The majority of it is going to be based around our technology's ability to get more granular and just do things at scale that people or doing bulk uploads and bulk bid changes just aren't able to do. So we are able to do things like I mentioned around along the lines of breaking out and having goals set based off of price point or margin for customers' products that go beyond just the, hey, I'm going to set this ROAS goal for this campaign and set it go live and see what happens. Being able to do this at the ad group level or different product category level, and then setting those custom KPIs, and obviously being able to report on it are huge. So that's one way that we were able to help them. And when you think about how many products they have and their the competition and the space that they're in is really competitive, we're very proud of these results. And then the iHerb case study is actually published on Walmart's website today. If you go to marketplace.walmart, you can see the link there at the bottom. But once again, they saw an 85% lift year over year in sales and a 47% or a 46% boost in traffic. And this was at the height of COVID. And the challenge that they had was keeping up that momentum going into 2021. So how do they grow sales? How do they increase traffic? We were able to help them out with a lot of the same similarities from our technology standpoint that we just touched on for the Wyman case study, in addition to just bringing some of our best practices from our team of experts as well.
All right, very good. Okay, so I'm not sure. Do we have any other questions from the audience? I haven't.
I think questions are coming in. So some people ask if they can ask. So like, yeah, of course, you guys can ask in the chat.
Yes, I'm
That's
sorry, guys.
for
I didn't see
sure.
the questions as I was presenting. I would have said yes a lot sooner.
No, it's okay because we're gonna take the question now. Somebody is asking.
Well,
So he's
here's
putting
Mikkel singing
in the
again.
chat. All right. Somebody's raised his hand. So yes, let us know if you can put the question in the chat, Josh. Yeah.
So let's talk about Quartile for a second. The service. Now, again, I can vouch. I've used Quartile. I use Quartile, but I've never done it with Walmart. How is this set up? So is it semi-automated? So a person can go in and do something manually? How does Quartile work with that?
Yeah, so primarily speaking, the vast majority of our clients are set up in a managed service perspective. So we are going in and the technology we have is automated with each service we have. We have a team of experts and analysts that sit behind it that work alongside the brand's account manager. So we have a really great support structure where they have the account manager, they have a director, they have an analyst, and then they have the technology that they need on each channel that they're adding or that they're participating with Quartile in. So it's set up in a way where it's kind of hands-off in a lot of cases for our customers to be able to go in and manage. But at the same time, through our portal, we give them really good insights in terms of what's going on, what's working, and different than just like, okay, here's your clicks, here's your orders, here's your revenue, and that basic stuff. What percentage do you have that are new to brand customers? How many new to brand customers do you have this month? What's the average order in value or average order value increase that you've had over this time frame? And being able to report on those different metrics is really important as well.
And just one other thing. Sorry, Mikkel. I like to interrupt.
You go.
But so when you're thinking about Walmart and being accepted as a brand in Walmart, you're probably already an established brand. They're not, they look for established brands. So you've probably already got some sales behind you. But to come over and use a service like yours for a company, let's say they slip through and all of a sudden they're new to Walmart, they're fairly new as a brand. What is the sweet spot for sales? Where should you be before you contact a company like yours?
Yeah, so in Walmart, I would almost look at it more from a spend perspective and how much volume can you get in Walmart before you come to us, right? Because if you're spending $30 a day, but you're driving a 10x ROAS or a 20x ROAS or whatever that number is, right? Then there's not really much that we're going to be able to do to be able to go beyond that from a revenue perspective, right? Because there's a short leash for us to work with. I would say when a customer is able to spend right around $50 a day in Walmart, that's a really good spot for us to come in, have enough data to work with to be able to optimize, but then also make it worth the brand's money. Because I know from my perspective, I wouldn't want to be spending $10 in a channel and then have to pay a brand or pay a company X amount to manage that spend. That just doesn't make sense. So I would look at it more from that perspective in terms of when it makes sense to bring an agency on like us.
Very good.
And then Josh, I think I do see your question. Norm, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be taking your job here, but the question is, do you manage PPC holistically across Amazon or Walmart or in completely separate buckets with different approaches? So the answer is they are in completely separate buckets. So we provide line item reporting on both Amazon and Walmart separately, so you can see where your spend's going, what your results are across the board. But we can take learnings that we get from Amazon in terms of the ASIN level data to be able to understand, okay, these are the top performers. This is what we usually see. Here are the goals that we usually set, and apply that over to Walmart to help us from a learning standpoint, and then ramp up from there.
All right. Do we have another question?
I think something just came in.
Yeah, just a couple more. What about using ads for RAOA, so I guess retail arbitrage on Walmart? Not a brand, just lots of items across multiple brands. Yeah, that's a good question.
I'm sorry, RA or OA?
So those sellers, they don't own a brand, they just do retail arbitrage. So they go and they buy like kind of wholesale, and they buy, you know, big volume stuff, and they sell it on Walmart Marketplace.
Yeah, so if they are able to get approved as a Walmart seller, then we're able to help them out and go live. Obviously, you might have some issues with buy box percentages that you might have in the same case as Amazon by not being kind of that authorized seller there. But if you can get approved to be a seller on Walmart, it's something we can definitely help out.
So I have a question about that. So that's pretty interesting. So what happens if you're managing campaign for a seller and they're not in the buy box?
Our tech will automatically go in and pause that advertising campaign while they don't have buy box ownership to make sure that we're not spending on an ad that's just going to go to another brand. The same way it works on our Amazon PPC capability. When I say like that's the same type of backbone of technology we set, that's obviously one of the first rules that we want to be able to go in and import to make sure that the brands are spending for their ads and not for someone else's.
Yeah. So my question is, from Walmart side, is when someone doesn't have the buy box, are they actually gonna let him run ads? Or maybe they're not gonna even give him any placement because he doesn't have the buy box?
I think you need the buy box the same way you do on Walmart that you do on Amazon.
Okay, so you need to be in the buy box to be effective. Yeah. All right.
Okay, I see another question here.
There you go. You can take it now.
There we go, from Facebook. Does Quartile work only with brands, or do you also help folks that are third-party sellers selling name brand items?
No, we definitely work with both. So we work with resellers, we work with brands, we work with aggregators, we work with agencies. So our services span across all different respects. I just say brands when we're talking about marketplaces more, because that's the more common customer profile that we fit, or that we see, not that we fit. But yes, we work with both.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the only difference is brand have more different options. Like right now, to do the video ads, brand ads, and other things. So that's the only difference when you don't own your brand, but you can still advertise. I'm amazed every time I'm doing research for clients. I'm still amazed to see so many products and category with like 0 ads. Like there's no competition in there. It just amazed me all the time. There's so much opportunities, especially for reseller, because they can be more flexible for their selling. But there is a lot of opportunities. And even oh, I do have a question for you actually, that you guys working with a third-party seller and vendors, because Walmart have 2 types of sellers. There's the vendors and there's the third-party seller.
Yeah, so we work with both 1P and 3P accounts on Walmart.
Okay, so what's the difference when you manage account to 1P or 3P?
So for the advertiser, there's not a ton of differences that they're going to see. The permissions so if I take a step back, Walmart recently updated their advertising capabilities, where if a advertiser was going from a non-API account to an API account, they weren't able to just transition that account over. They had to create a brand new advertising account, import all their history, and then they could work with an API partner such as Quartile. Now they've changed it where they changed the hierarchy of permissions that you're able to grant. So we're able to go. And so in the old world, it would be a little bit more different for us to work with someone like a 1P that might not have those the API enabled in there, because we have to go in, create everything brand new, and that might create some issues for them. Now with that gone, there's really not a lot of differences from our world in terms of what we see to 1P versus 3P there.
And do you see 1P ads performing better, because it's always like kind of look like the seller is Walmart, right? So do you see those performing better, those brands, than 3P?
They usually are able to ramp up faster, I would say. I don't know if I would be able to say like, hey, they always perform better than 3P because of X, Y, and Z reason. I think that because they kind of have that Walmart badge, or not a badge, but they have like the Walmart name behind them, they're able to sell products quicker, I would say, than a brand that's just getting started and ramping up. But I think like once you get past that optimization phase, I wouldn't say that necessarily means that it's going to be better performance for a 1P account.
Yeah. So one more question. So this is actually something I get a lot of people asking. So for example, somebody selling mostly in like categories like groceries, right? They want to sell a name brand or even a different brand that they have. Let's talk, for example, coffee. So when they go and they look at their competition, they see that a lot of big brands coffee are advertising, and all of them, you know, selling by Walmart. So we know they're one-piece sellers. And so they kind of seems like they controlling the ads. And then the complaint is that what we can do to get a placement, you know, because that's like, I see where this is like a struggle for some brands.
Yeah. So there's a couple different approaches you can take for that. But one is like, you have to identify what is your brand's differentiator. What makes your coffee different than the coffee that is the big brand that's going to be out there, right? And then from there, we mine keywords that relate to that. So a really good example is we work with a couple of companies that might sell like some variation of a cold brew product. So being able to go in heavy on anything centered around cold brew and centered around different audiences in different geographical locations is really important to be able to do, because if you just bid on cold brew coffee, you're never going to win that bid, and you're always going to, like, it's just not a game that you're able to play. You have to be a lot more strategic with where the ad dollars go, which is why that type of granular campaign structure is essential to be able to have, where you're not just saying, okay, here's my 12-ounce cold brew or whatever it is, and I'm going to put a dollar bid on it because that's how much I want to pay for that. You have to get a little bit more strategic in terms of what keywords you're targeting with those different ASINs, and understanding, okay, here's the value that my brand is adding with this product that big brand doesn't have. And this is what the keyword report typically shows in terms of the search relevancy and what people are typing in when they're finding my brand. So mixing and matching those keywords to the brand value add is what you can do there.
Yeah, I think in general, when you advertise, you have to have a strategy. Like, not just go and shoot some, you know, auto campaign and put some. You should have strategy. Like, what is your goal? You want to get more awareness. You want to get more sales. You want to, you know, it's like, it's really important, and know your competition. Like, I see a lot of people, they advertise and they never spy on their competition. Like, are you guys like looking like spying on it on the competitors? Like, how deep are you guys going into that?
Yeah, so we're looking into different competitor search terms, like through Auction Insights, in terms of what competitors are showing up the most. What are they saying on their different ads, or what are they saying that's owning that buy box? Obviously, we're never going to be able to see like the keyword report in terms of like what brands are bidding and what amount they're bidding on this keyword. Like, that information is not going to be available. But
it's actually available. Why not?
Well, I'm saying like in a Google,
on some tools.
Yeah,
oh.
Yes. I was more speaking in a Google world with the Auction Insights.
Okay.
Yeah. But the question around, I'm sorry, the question was, how do brands, repeat it for me one more time. I lost in my train of thought.
We lost. Norm, you remember where we were talking about?
I was looking at
spying the competition. What do you guys do to know what the competition is doing?
Yeah, so we would ask the brand that too, right? Like, we would want to understand, like, hey, who are your biggest competitors, so that our team can go in and do research on them too, to be able to find out, okay, these are the top competitors, these are their value adds, and make sure that we're differentiating them out. And I think to your point earlier, a brand having to have strategy, that's one of the first questions I ask customers, because I talk to a lot of different brands every day, and I say, oh, have you tried Walmart? Have you tried this channel? Have you tried advertising there? Yeah, I tried it and it didn't work, is what I hear a lot. It's like, okay, well, what was your strategy when you went forth? And it was like, well, I heard retargeting ads on Meta work really well, so I set up some retargeting ads, and then just I didn't see the results. Well, that's not necessarily a strategy, right? Like, you need to understand what approach you're going to take and kind of that trickle down effect there.
Yeah, I agree. Norm?
There is another, this is for you over at Quartile. Okay, here we go. Okay, to be clear, we have to have the buy box before we can do business with Quartile. I guess this was from the earlier question.
So no, you don't have to own the buy box on 100% of your products to work with Quartile. I would say if less than like 10% of your products on average are owning the buy box, it might be a little bit tough for anyone to be able to advertise on that respect, but you don't have to have complete buy box ownership or buy box ownership over even 50% of your catalog for us to be able to work with. Just know it's going to limit the options of what a company like Quartile would be able to do from an advertising standpoint if only 50% of the catalog is available to advertise.
Okay.
So I see a lot of people are very interested. So I know you guys have really generous couple of offers for if somebody's really interested in working with you. So can you tell us, Jack?
Yeah, absolutely. So if a customer is interested in working with us that is already advertising on Walmart today and say, hey, like this API and the technology sounds really great, I'd like to give that a shot. We can definitely give a discount of up to 3 months and 35% off of our management fee during that ramp up time as you guys are going. So 3 months, 35% off. If a client is someone is on here and they want to get started in Walmart, they have their products listed, they just haven't been able to get started in advertising for whatever reason, we can actually waive our management fee in Walmart for the first 12 months. This is through a program through Walmart that we are a part of. And there are a couple of ad spend requirements that Walmart has as a barrier to entry here. They're very achievable. I'd be happy to talk about them more, but if you haven't advertised in Walmart before, you're looking to get started, we can offer free Walmart service. So the only thing you're responsible for is your ad spend during that time for the first 12 months.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, somebody's asking if you can expand on that.
Yes, so so there's a couple of requirements. I mentioned being new to advertising. So no advertising spend in the past 90 days in a Walmart Connect account. You couldn't have participated in a program like this through a different competitor in the past. That's obviously a Walmart limitation there. And then the ad spend is you have to spend at least $5,000 in the first 6 months in total in Walmart.
That's not bad.
So
not bad at all.
It's not bad at all. You could spend that all in 2 months and say, hey, this isn't for me, and walk out without paying a management fee. You could do it for the full 12 months. For months 7 through 12, they do ask for $1,000 monthly in ad spend after that. So still very achievable numbers.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you meet those requirements, free Quartile for Walmart for up to 12 months.
And I'm so sorry, Dr. Shelley. Shoot, I just started my first campaign today.
It's okay. Man. You can, I'm sure you can contact Jack and, whatever I'm sure they can do something for you. Even if it's, 35%, even it's of management fee is still a great offer.
Please reach out and contact me, Dr. Shelley. Drop your info here. I'm happy to contact you. We can work something out. I'm not sure I'll be able to get it free for the same offer, but I'll make sure that you're taken care of.
Yeah, we'll take care of you. Don't worry. This is why we're here, to help everyone. Norm, do you have any more questions?
Jake knows people. I don't have any questions. I thought it was really great information tonight. And Jake, thanks for coming on. I don't know where you are, but I know on the East Coast it's getting fairly late. So I appreciate it.
I am on the East Coast. I'm right outside of Philadelphia. Luckily, my Phillies aren't playing tonight, so I'm not missing the game or anything. But I do appreciate your guys' time allowing me to come and speak today. I appreciate everyone that joined. So thank you guys so much for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm in Fort Washington. For Josh, who said he's in Gwinnett.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not too far away there.
All right, Jake. Well, thanks a lot. And remember, if you're interested in this, check out Quartile. I've been using them for probably a couple of years now. They've just gone over. Well, I got an email. I saw this a couple of weeks ago, but they do have some really great deals now that they're partnered up with Walmart. So thank you, sir.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. We will be sharing, guys, everything will be in the Facebook group. So make sure you come into the Facebook group, and we will be sharing link how to contact them on the offers and so much more. So make sure you follow, and we're also going to follow up with emails with all this information. So make sure to follow up. And I think we can do a couple more giveaways. What do you say, Norm?
You're the boss.
You enjoy that. You do so many giveaways on Lunch with Norm. This is like, I'm enjoying that. It's fun. I hope I see people are excited to get gifts, and we have really cool stuff. So let's see what we have.
So Jake, if you've got to get going, you can leave. If not, stay on.
All right, I will get going, but thank you guys so much for your time once again. I really appreciate the opportunity.
All right, see you later.
Take care.
All right, let's
All
get
right,
to the
so
gifts.
yeah, I
the
hope
prizes.
everybody enjoyed and all the sessions today. And thank you guys for all the feedback. Everything,
Yes, Dr.
everything
Shelley,
is
this
recorded.
is recorded. Yeah.
Everything is on the Facebook group. So make sure you guys going to eCom Power Summit Facebook group. You have it in your email. And make sure you go in there. Also on the page where you get links to watch it as well. It's going to be there. Everything is going to be there for a couple more hours. And probably by the morning, it's not going to be available as we start in the new day. So guys, make sure you upgrade to the all access pass. You can watch it again and again. And also there are so many bonuses that come in with the all access pass worth more than 20K. So make sure, Norm.
Yeah, it's very inexpensive, and then you'll have access to all of the. What do we have? Around 20 speakers.
21.
21. Yeah, it was close. See, I pay
we
attention.
have great, and you will have a chance. We have a couple of more membership for Helium 10. We even have a couple of 12 months membership, and we will also give away one for somebody that is from the all access pass. So make sure you have a huge chance to win that. That's worth more than $2,500. So I think it's a deal. Like, you guys get a really good deal, and we just want you to have the recording so you can watch it again and again. There is so much good content, and if you're just starting with Walmart, this is still going to be relevant if moving on. And let's get Shelly, Dr. Here, thank you for getting the all access pass. So let's go to our winners today.
Okay.
You want to tell, we actually have a couple of books to give away as well. From your dear friend, you want to tell us a little bit about your friend, Colin, and the book, and before I'm starting the giveaway?
Yeah, sure. So I just found out that my buddy launched a book a couple of days ago. It's taken him 10 years to write this book, and it's called Start, Scale, Exit, Repeat. It went, I believe it's #1 on Amazon right now. Forbes is the publisher. So they're behind the book, and it's absolutely awesome. And especially for any of us entrepreneurs that seem to have ADHD, which most of us do, it's made in a way that he goes through his life and different interviews with high achieving entrepreneurs. Reebok, or the CEO of Reebok, a ton of them. I've read it. It's fantastic. It's color coded, so you know what section that you're in. And it's 500 pages, 400 or 500 pages. It's like this, but they are available on Kindle as well. But we are giving away, I think Colin said, 5 of them. And he's quite the entrepreneur. He's been involved with all sorts of internet businesses. He owned .club. He sold it to GoDaddy, had the world's largest hosting company, just a variety of different businesses. Serial entrepreneur.
Yeah, I want a copy of that book. This book looks really good. So we will give. Let's start with the book. So one of it's called Start, Scale, Exit, Repeat. One of you will win that book, and the winner is Cheryl. So Cheryl, congratulations. Hope that book is gonna help you. If you're not already a 7-figure seller, I hope it will help you get there. And our next prize is a ticket to ASGTG. So if you guys don't know, it's one of the best conferences from
one of the best.
For Amazon and e-commerce seller. It is in New York, in Brooklyn, in January. We will be posting more information, links, and date if you guys want to hear about that conference. I've been there last year. It's just really fun conference. And the winner, we have the best food. Food is so good. So the winner is Ruth. So you got a ticket to ASGTG. So congratulations. And our next, one of our biggest prizes is a Helium 10 Diamond membership. So that's mean you have access to all the Walmart tools. So I was making sure you guys get access to all the Walmart tools in that membership. So again, it's worth more than $1,000. And the winner is Lisa. So guys, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and there's so much more. So we have, I think, 18 more giveaways, something like that, between 15 to 18 more giveaways. So you guys want to check it out. We're posting the schedule in the groups with the times. Usually we go and give prizes at 12:45 Central Time, 4:45 Central Time, and now it's
6:30.
It's like 6:30, 7:30 Central. No, 6:30.
7:30 Eastern. Yep.
I'm in Pacific time, so please forgive me. For me, it's still early. I know for you it's late, and you were flying all night. So we will get you off the hook so you can go rest. So you'll be fresh for tomorrow. And
so let's talk about tomorrow for a second.
Yes,
Mikkel. So tomorrow we have another really great group of speakers, starting with Carrie Miller. She's going to be talking about how to successfully launch on Walmart. And Carrie, she was at an event. I was in San Diego. That's where I came back, all-nighter. And she was there with Cassandra from Helium 10. And it's great. She knows her stuff. So I can't wait to hear her, what she's going to be talking, what she's going to be talking about.
Yeah. And
Justin's coming on, right?
Justin Chen, you guys don't want to miss that. He's the founder and CEO of Pickfu. So if you guys don't know, Pickfu is it's an amazing company that help you get survey from customers to help you launch a product better. So if you're not sure about your packaging or your images or even your product design, or just trying to kind of understand what's the tier group of your product, this amazing tool is really helping you get all this insight and help you launch better and save you so much money. Some people, sometimes they will launch a product and then it's just not going to work because you didn't even, can be something as simple as the packaging. Maybe the packaging was, not the best, or you could have done better, or the color, or, what's your focus? Like, who's your target customer? So, no.
Yep. And then this is another good friend of mine, Scott Cunningham. If you don't know him because you're in the Walmart or Amazon world, he's in the Shopify world. And he's very well known. I was just at Digital Marketers M3 event, and he blew me away. So every time I've heard him speak, I bring out a notepad because I know I'm going to pick up some information that nobody's talking about, but or they do, but they don't do it as well. So he's going to be talking about AI. He's going to be talking about ChatGPT, a ChatGPT powered offer stack formula that works, and you don't want to miss that one.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that. So that's going to be
good.
Yeah, after Justin. And again, the schedule is all in the Facebooks. And after that, we have Greg Reynolds that he's going to be talking about, how to have the best customer service to your customers at Walmart. He's sharing really interesting information he was collecting for many, many years. And then we will have Taylor Johnson, and he's going to be talking about scaling strategies for product growth on Walmart. So you guys, again, don't miss all those. And again, if you miss it, it's okay. It will be running during the day. So even if you're not on the hour, you can still watch it. And if you missed it, you can always get the all access pass. And then, who's
we
the
have
next
a special guest.
We have a special
It's a special guest. Yeah. And I think her name is Mikkel Chapnick.
Yes.
And she's going to be talking about proven growth strategies for Walmart sellers.
Yes,
so
I will
definitely
teach you
don't want to miss that one.
I will, show you exactly what I do when I work with our customers, and how we build a strategy to help you succeed and beat your competition on Walmart Marketplace. And the last speaker tomorrow is we got Walmart were very supporting in our summit, and we asked them for a speaker, and they sent us a really nice speaker. Her name is Sariva Shemley, and she will be talking about the most important thing is the listing quality tool. So again, great session, great information from the inside. Like you guys cannot say, you know, it's that's coming from Walmart. So everything there will be, I would say, you know, accurate, right?
Yeah.
And
then we have our panel, and it's going to be you, me, and Colin's going to be on.
Yeah, and also Carrie will join us as well.
Yeah. So we'll be
so
talking Walmart, we'll be talking mindset, we'll be talking entrepreneurship. So it's going to be a really great a live session.
And don't forget, we will be giving more prizes.
You like to give away prizes, don't you? I bet you have like birthdays and that. You have to get your kids
the first
tons
one getting
of presents.
Yes, I am. I'm waiting for, you know, somebody to have a baby or something. I love to buy gifts. I'm actually I know there's Prime Day going on right now on Amazon, but at the same time Walmart is there doing their own deals. So everybody's, you know, wherever you're selling, you should expect a lot of traffic. So hope,
I've got a question for you, because I didn't know this the last time when Amazon had their Prime Day last time, Walmart did a crazy special for Walmart Plus.
They're doing the same right now.
They're doing it where you can get it for $49, and you know,
the membership, actually I didn't check, but that will be like, this is amazing opportunity to get the membership for Walmart Plus, because usually it's $99 a year, and they will do it. They did it in the last Prime Day, $49 a year, and they added so much more bonuses.
Yeah, it was crazy.
They're getting close to 100 million members on Walmart Plus. That means all those customers are gonna come to Walmart to buy everything they need. So our job is to create, you know, to grow Walmart catalog, to make sure all those customers can find everything on Walmart.com. And like we just Jack said, you know, there's huge percent. I think it was like around 30 to 40% of people, when they go online right now, they go directly to Walmart to search for their stuff. So it's growing and growing. You know, in the past, you know, everybody started at Amazon, but people are also now starting at Walmart. So it's starting like Amazon is still number one, and then it's search an agent like Google, and then it's Walmart. But even if somebody go to Google, he most likely going to end up in Walmart. So check it out. Go and search some stuff on Google and see what's happened. What do you get there? So I like to send people to test their product on Google, because they come very surprised with the results.
Okay. Well, I think that's probably it for tonight. Get ready tomorrow morning. It's going to be early for you again, Mikal.
Yes. It's okay. It's okay. I get to wake up exactly when the sun rises in my window. So that's beautiful. That's a great way to start the morning.
That's when I got home from the flight last night. So anyways, thank you so much, everybody. It's going to be a really great 2 more days. So day 2, if you've been listening, I think we've got some really great speakers in day 3. It's going to be another great, awesome day. So 21 speakers. And if you want to get access, just remember, you can get the access pass. It's very inexpensive. You can check it out. You get the recordings, and you get a ton of extra giveaways. Not giveaways, but add-ons.
Bonuses,
yeah. And that's it. I think that's it for the night.
Good night, and we will see you tomorrow.
All right. See you later, Mikal. See you, everybody.